There's a scene in this where they're flying in a plane and the plane keeps like going down towards the ground and he's trying to get this guy to like confess. So he's like dive bombing towards the ground to get this guy to confess and then pulling the wheel back. And it just keeps zooming in on the ground.
Yeah.
There's an aerial shot that just keeps zooming in on the ground. But when he pulls back, it doesn't like swoop. It just zooms back out.
Do you think I'm crazy?
No, man!
Wrong answer! I am crazy!
You're crazy!
Now, you listen to me!
Welcome to the iKnowBadeaux Podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the iKnowBadeaux Podcast, coming at you for the last time in the Slice on Oak Studios. I am Mayor Dave Badeaux of the city of Brainerd, and with you, as always, is my brother.
With you, as always.
With them. They're here with us.
With all of us.
He cares.
Hey, Gabriel Johnson's with us.
Dave, I had a good week last week.
Did you know?
Went down to St. Paul.
Okay.
Got the Adam Sandler You're My Best Friend tour.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Really?
Hadn't laughed that hard in a very long time.
Interesting. So he puts on a good show.
Yep. So he does a bit, stand up for a minute or two, and then sings a song for 30 seconds to a minute after. So it's kind of just classic Sandler, but
Yeah.
pretty much all new stuff, new material to me. But he had Swardson, he had Spade, he had Schneider, he had a whole cast of his friends up there with him.
So do they do an opener, or does he just do a show where they come up and fill in?
Both.
Both?
So like Spade and Swardson opened with a couple of others that I didn't recognize, but like during the show,
Yeah.
Rob Schneider came on dressed as an astronaut and sang a song with him.
Not a stapler?
His mask kept falling down.
Very Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider is a stapler.
It was excellent.
Awesome. I'm going to have to check that out. Hey, and guess who else is with us? Who? Hey-o, it is Mr. William Satre himself.
Hi, guys. How's it going?
Wild Bill. What was the one that we had the last time you were on that we were making fun of?
A whale's vagina.
William Satre, everybody.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Bill, 30 seconds to explain yourself. Go.
I am very pleased to be back here for the final show in this studio. I've just learned today that it will be the final show in this esteemed studio here. And do the folks know where the studio is located?
The new one? I don't think we've said yet. So,
Okay,
no.
So that's a big secret yet.
It is. So next week
Well,
we're
I
going
don't even know the answer myself.
You
so-
don't know. We'll talk about it
That's
after.
how big of a secret.
It's such a huge secret.
I'll tell you what. We'll talk about parts of it, but we won't tell you where until later on. But right now,
Yes.
we got stuff to do.
Okay, then.
Ladies and gentlemen, everyone knows what time it is.
Game time. Who?
Yeah, that's right. Bill, you're getting better at wait for it, read the mouths. There it is. Close enough.
Move your lips with them.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's game time. Who?
Who?
We have said that we are going to do multiple episodes of the same game in a row. Do you guys remember what we did last time?
That ain't no baby.
Steven Seagal edition.
Oh, nice.
Oh, boy.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is That Ain't No Baby, the game on the podcast in which I partner with my good friends called AI, and we get together and we create fake versions of, in this case, Steven Seagal movies. So I have a list of movies, and you guys are going to say either it is or is not a baby. That is a baby. It's a Steven Seagal movie. That ain't no baby. It ain't no Steven Seagal movie. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because Steven Seagal is hilarious and not intentionally.
True.
We've talked about him multiple times on the podcast. We were just talking about him in a text message thread.
Yes.
And I said to myself, we need to do an episode on Steven Seagal movies. So I started looking up Steven Seagal movies, and I could not stop laughing because they are all ridiculous and all sound like the exact same movie.
Right.
They're kind of like Hallmark movies, but for dudes.
100%.
It's like that author lady that we had that every character was an ex-Navy SEAL, such and such.
Yep. It was Steven Seagal. It was every character.
Yeah, every character in her books was Steven Seagal.
Nancy Brophy, folks. That is exactly what I thought of, and that's exactly why we're playing this game. Because while I was reading, I was like, these are all Nancy Brophy movies. So Nancy Brophy was an author who writes Amazon books that you can go find on Amazon.
Sure.
But they're all ex-Marines, ex-whatever,
Saving
Navy
the
SEAL.
damsel in distress.
Yeah. And they're all romance novels.
Got it.
And she then killed her husband.
As is, of course, the tradition.
So
And
I forgot
Hallmark
about
movies
that part.
ensued. Yeah.
wrote a book about how she was going to do it.
And just like that, no good Hallmark movie ever exists without one of the spouses kicking the bucket
Yes.
in the beginning, right? It's like, and then somebody has to move to the city,
Yes.
and have their adventure.
Okay,
Disney,
remind me of that, because once we're done with the game, we need to look up how many movies that Steven Seagal is in which his wife dies or is already dead. Because I guarantee you it is in every single one.
It's just like Disney movies, though. The adventure doesn't begin until one of the parents
Yes.
kicks the bucket.
yeah.
Yes.
It's a Disney thing, too.
Preferably both.
So this game is very simple. I'm going to read the synopsis. I'm going to give you the name of the movie. I've even got dates or years for the movies.
Lord.
And I've got the 3 lead actors. And then you are going to say whether it is or is not a baby. We're going to go through it. At some point, we're going to get to the final round. And once we do, we are going to crown a champion. But Bill, if you win the game, there is only one rule on the podcast. You must say, when I say to you, and don't write this down, that's illegal. When I say to you, say something to your fans, you must say hello and congratulations.
Hello and congratulations.
If you say anything other than hello and congratulations, you lose and I win.
Got it.
All right, here we go. You guys understand the
Try not
rules?
to be so generous this time.
Pretty simplistic. Are we ready?
Okay.
Yes.
Question number 1. Agent John Stillwater's scarred face reflects the life of a man dedicated to protecting his country. Currently, his team is dealing with a problem in a place they're not used to operating, on American soil. The perpetrators are almost as clear as the lack of evidence to prove it. Thankfully, an unusual set of circumstances in a nowhere town in Texas leads John to investigate his best chance yet, a beautiful woman. Luckily for Agent Stillwater, a gypsy without a family would be like a ship without a rudder. From 2013, starring Steven Seagal, Olga Kurylenko, and James Remnar.
What was her name?
Hell on the Heart. Bill, you're going to go first.
Helga who?
K-U-R...
Olga Kurylenko?
Kurylenko. Yep. There you go. Is that a real person?
Yes.
Okay.
I think she played the female Terminator in Terminator 3.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
That's a baby.
Bill says that's a baby. Over to Scott.
No. Scarred face. He wouldn't do that to himself. He's too pretty.
Okay, Gabe.
Makeup.
I thought the same thing, but I'm committed. That's a baby.
He says that's a baby. Scott, you're getting a point because that's a Nancy Brophy movie or book. I was so happy that you brought up Nancy Brophy because 100% that is Nancy Brophy. I may have tweaked it a little bit because I think we did use that one as one of the ones in the Nancy Brophy because we did That Ain't No Baby Nancy Brophy before.
Yeah.
And I thought for sure because you used a real actress in that particular role, even though you couldn't pronounce it.
No, that was what made it the most likely to be.
That sold it for me. Yeah. Let that not happen again.
Yeah. Scott, I'm right there with you. Scarred face.
Not a
I thought
chance.
the same thing.
No way.
I thought the same thing.
Right out the gate. I was like, nope. Not a chance.
He is far too pretty.
I underestimated the power of vanity.
That's
all Steven Seagal.
That's the scene from The Big Lebowski and just John Goodman pulling down his glasses. And what's this part right here?
What's this?
What's this about the scarred face?
Right to jail, right away.
All right. 1 point to Scott. Our next question is, in a bleak future where totalitarianism, No, that's not how that says. In a bleak future where totalitarian rule has nearly
even further away.
erased personal freedom, a high level of government enforcer begins to question his loyalty after discovering a dark secret. Now he must decide whether to obey orders or to ignite a revolution. Starring Steven Seagal, Johnny Mesner, and Richard Tyson, 2016's The Perfect Weapon.
Ooh, that's a good name.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good name for a Seagal movie.
It is.
I don't recall any totalitarianism.
It doesn't say totalitarianism. Here we go. We're right back to burglary ring. Which, by the way, I just saw a thing on Fox News, and I didn't send it to you guys, but I have it on my phone. I snapped a photo of it. It said, Florida officials break up burglary ring. And I go, see, there it is. We're done. It's over. We solved the crime.
There it is.
Baby, not a baby.
I'm going to go no.
Not a baby.
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 Not a baby.
Gabe with a point. That is a baby.
He is the perfect weapon.
Actually, no, he is not the perfect
He's
weapon.
not.
I watched this one, and he is not even the main character. He's the bad guy.
What?
And he is definitely not the perfect weapon.
A lot of shape.
Foiled
A
again.
lot of sitting.
Well, hold on. So he's the bad guy. So does he die in the end?
Oh, God. Should I spoil it for you?
I'm not going to watch it.
Okay. Does he die in the end? Yes. But he dies by his twin brother that you've never seen until the end.
Okay.
Revenge me, brother.
So yeah, that checks out for sure.
The end of this movie is Steven Seagal walking into the room and revealing that he is the twin brother of the man that he now is going to kill, which is himself. Because there's no way that Steven Seagal is letting himself be killed in the end of the movie.
Nobody else can kill Steven Seagal.
This,
Anybody but him.
Yeah.
this movie ends with Steven Seagal's brother walking out to a jet and getting on it and flying away. The last shot of the movie is of Steven Seagal in a movie where Steven Seagal dies.
I've underestimated the power of vanity.
So I take it back. Yes, he is the perfect weapon.
Yeah.
My people say you can judge a man's entire life by his last breath.
All right.
One
One
should
point
start with "In a World."
Yeah,
If you're doing
yeah.
movie trailers, it always starts with "In a World."
Where a former federal agent in Paris crosses paths with a seductive woman who's trying to escape her abusive boyfriend. When she convinces him to help steal $2 million from a drug lord, the real trouble begins. Bullets fly, loyalties flip, no one gets out clean. From 2016, starring Steven Seagal, Jade Ewan, and Florin Perisic Jr. End of a gun.
End of a gun.
I don't like that you said 2016. The last one was 2016.
No,
But I imagine it only takes him about a weekend to make a movie.
Right.
Yeah, kind of.
The last one was 16, wasn't it?
Okay.
It's 2 16s in a row.
The end of a gun.
Just end of a gun. No, the.
It's not even the
Just
end. It's
end of a gun.
end of That's a baby.
End of a gun. Yeah, that's a baby.
Okay, Scott.
I don't think so, but at the risk of falling too far behind, that's a baby.
That is correct, folks. That's a baby.
Okay.
Gabe, I like that you pointed that out. That was part of my plan there, was to get 2 in a row there were from the same year. Because, yeah, how quickly can you make a Steven Seagal movie? Pretty quickly, it turns out. Yeah. Pretty quickly.
What am I doing? Oh, I'm making a bomb.
All right.
In a World.
A deadly CIA/DEA enforcer is brought back into the game to track down terrorists smuggling weapons through Mexico into the U.S. But when corruption runs deep and danger is around every corner, there's only one man you can call. From 2016, Steven Seagal, Russell Wong, Gemma Dellinger, Contract to Kill.
I get to start this one. 2016. How many movies could he make in 2016?
That's a great question.
Probably like 8.
I'm kind of thinking that's like
It's probably the same footage.
Yeah, the same movie.
what's her name? What's her name? Chabert does all of the Hallmark movies too, and then they're just like
just redub his name different. Just whenever his name gets said, it's a different name,
and with a different ethnicity sidekick.
fill in the blank here.
You shoot it like Power Rangers, where you just fill in the shots in between.
At the risk of him doing too many movies in 2016, that's a baby.
Okay.
Baby.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't do 3 in a row unless that's a baby.
That is a baby, folks. 3 in a row. So, Gabe, you are still up by 1 point, 3 to 2 to 2. I did not get a chance to watch this one yet.
First one?
Yeah. Contract to Kill. This is also my favorite part of his movies. And now, to be fair, right, I handpicked so that they all are this way, but most of them are adverb or verb to noun.
Yeah.
Right.
Almost every single one of them. It is amazing. It's a great question. How many films do you think he could do in
Crank
1
out
year?
in a year.
Because that's the next question, folks. How many films did Steven Seagal star in the year 2016? I'll give you multiple choice.
Okay.
All right.
A3, B7, C9, or D11.
I'm a fighter.
I mean, I said he could probably crank out 8, so I'm going to go with 7.
This is Steven Seagal. He did 11 movies.
I feel like 11 is a better number just because
It's funnier.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, one a month.
it's ridiculous, but the breadth and depth of the acting, I think we're on to 11.
The correct answer is 7.
All right.
So Scott ties it up with Gabe. But yes, still 7 is outrageous.
It's ridiculous.
Now, to be fair, right? You could have filmed a movie 4 years ago and it got released then, right? That could happen. But these aren't getting filmed 4 years ago.
They're not spending 4 years in post-editing.
No, these are 30 days. And I will tell you that some of these have some of the greatest green screen stuff you will ever see. For sure. But yeah, that's outrageous. And we'll go through, when we get done, we'll go back and we'll look at a bunch of these. So we'll look at all the films that he did. But 7 is, I mean,
It's still a lot.
well, it's more than every other month. That's what's crazy, right?
Right.
Every 60 days,
He's cranking out another movie.
another movie. And not like, hey, I jotted down an idea. No, like you filmed.
And
You hired an entire cast and crew.
Well, that's probably why he's sitting in a chair all the time, because they just bring him in on a plane and wheel him out in his chair, set him down, and then he just says like, "Hey, which one's my brother?"
Mission complete, sir.
Okay, Bill, you're down by 1, 2, 3, 3.
In a world.
When a government official from Tokyo is killed, an American operative with experience in the Yakuza culture is brought in to investigate. But when things get personal,
knows it better than
the
anybody.
bloodbath begins. From 2005, Steven Seagal, Tokao Osawa, and Juliet Marquez. Now, granted, I have butchered all these names, but I like how I probably butchered the Japanese name less than just the Juliet's marquee.
Good point.
This is Scott.
What's the title?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Scott guessed first on the list.
Yeah, it's Gabe's turn.
Into the Sun.
Oh, yeah. Because he's the Yakuza expert in
Yeah,
the land of the rising sun.
Yes.
You know, honestly, I don't think anybody knows the Yakuza any better than Steven Seagal.
Right.
So I'm going to say he was the Japanese expert in the Japanese movie. That's a baby.
I think I might have actually seen this one. I feel like I have actually.
I think you would remember Tokao Osawa.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's a baby.
Yeah, 4 in a row is a lot, but that has every beat of a Seagal movie. Right when you said the Yakuza, I was in. So that's a baby.
But that's exactly right. You got me there.
This might be the most Steven Seagal movie of all time. And that's a baby, folks. 100%.
I swear I've seen that.
Well, because you've seen a Steven Seagal movie.
Yeah.
So yes.
Let me narrow it down.
Do you know who Steven Seagal is? Yes. Yeah. Have you seen any of his movies? Yes. You've seen this movie.
You've seen all of the movies.
Yes. X such and such fighting such and such cartel.
But the titles too, like it's like the naming convention for these is just it's spot on.
He has to have some say in it. Now he does write some of these as well. So I'm sure he's got it down to where, but you know that in these rooms there's negotiating that's happening.
Yeah.
That's too many words. You got too many words in that title.
He probably paid a writer once to write a script, and then he's just mad-libbed it 40 times.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm thinking, like, just for the title alone, it should just be like dartboards. Like, adjective, thing, noun. Into the sun. Around the...
gun.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
No, not around the gun. End of a gun.
End of a gun.
They're so good.
I'm a writer too.
Okay, here we go.
In a world.
An ex-Special Forces operative now living a quiet life as a firefighter is caught in a deadly, that says, international conspiracy after rescuing a diplomat's daughter from a burning embassy. Now targeted by a private militia, he must protect a stolen microchip that holds the codes to a dormant weapon connected to his previous life. Armed with nothing but his expertise and a thirst for justice, he must burn it all down to save the innocent while extinguishing his past. From 2014, Steven Seagal, Moon Bloodgood, and Michael Biehn in Thrown into Darkness.
Or thrown. Is he sitting?
He's sitting.
Thrown. Yeah, got it. Because he was sitting through that one too. That sounds me.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I think it is. That's not a baby.
It says not a baby.
Also not a baby. Too many firefighter puns.
Baby.
That's not a baby, folks. Ooh. So Scott takes the lead. Gabe and Bill are tied.
Okay.
I was a little bit worried about the amount of firefighting sounds because I didn't appreciate that. I don't think he's been a firefighter yet.
Right.
And it seems like he should be a firefighter.
At least once.
A little ridiculous that, he calmed down and took the easy life of a firefighter.
No one will ever suspect him there.
I'm not going to lie. So this
and he gets caught up in international because he saved somebody from a burning building, and now there's a microchip.
Well, they slid it into his pocket, or who knows what happened. I did have to stop reading one word because it says a dormant weapons satellite. And I was like, wait a minute, that's Under Siege 2. Yeah. So let's not. So I did have to skip that word in there. But also all of that is very, very believable.
It's just too much.
It's plausible.
Too much in one.
True.
He couldn't keep that coherent and cohesive.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Is his hallmark.
It should have been a burning embassy in Tokyo. And it should have been saving the Yakuza's daughter. And then we would have been fine.
I would have bet on that. I would have. Totally.
All right, that one's fake.
All right.
Fair enough.
Ready?
All right.
In a world.
An ex-undercover arms dealer tries to live a quiet life running a pawn shop. But when a shipment of untraceable weapons is smuggled through his city, he's forced to pick a side or die in the crossfire. From 2011, starring Steven Seagal, Eva Mendes, and Lance Henriksen, Caught in the Middle.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No, baby. Eva Mendes and Steven Seagal?
She's better than that.
Doubt.
That was like peak Ava, too. That would be weird for her to do that.
2011? Yeah. Really? I don't know. I guess I don't know. Eva Mendes, I'm not hip. I mean, very hot.
Yeah.
Very hip to the tip.
When was The Other Guys?
Oh, yeah. That's probably about then, isn't it? Yeah. Anyways.
Maybe she shot it on the weekend.
Caught in the Middle.
Baby.
He says baby.
Not a baby.
2 not a babies, 1 baby. Scott takes a commanding lead, 6 to 5 to 4.
Also, did you say he was a arms dealer?
He is a
pawn shop.
He's an ex undercover arms dealer.
Oh, okay.
As opposed to one of those out in the open.
I've got arms to sell you.
Come on in, folks. I got arms.
Missiles? You look like a missile kind of person.
I love this idea, though. He's just in a pawn shop, and then they're like bringing in weapons. He's like, this seems very Steven Seagal. He could do this from a chair. He could sit behind the counter, and then all of a sudden these weapons start coming in.
These weapons don't seem right.
I wanted to use another Nancy Brophy one here. This is just the title from one of Nancy Brophy's books. Caught in the Middle was a Nancy Brophy book. We already used that one as well. And it's about a lady chef that ends up doing something or something. I might even be wrong about that. I don't actually know. But I liked that one. I would watch a Steven Seagal movie where he's a pawn shop owner and then gets caught in the middle of an arms deal. I would watch that.
Yep.
Pretty sure I already
Late
have.
night television, here we come.
It is 6 to 5 to 4, which means Bill and Gabe have to compete here to see who goes on to the final round.
In a world.
A former drug-running archaeologist turned professor uncovers a Chinese drug cartel's smuggling operation framed for murder. He sets off on a brutal path of revenge that no man can stop. From 2003, Steven Seagal, Michelle Yeoh, and Corey Johnson. And the name is Out for a Kill. Now, Bill, you have the most points, so you can go first here.
I feel like this one is missing some very Seagal-ness to it. I'm going to say not a baby.
He says not a baby.
Good. Because that's a baby.
Gabe says that's a baby.
Oh, you've seen it.
Not only is this a baby, I watched this one, and oh boy, is it a baby. From 2003, Out for a Kill. Bill, I am sorry. You are no longer in the running. Gabriel Johnson takes the point.
Congratulations.
What was his profession in this one?
Oh, this was a lot of words.
This was like a retired arms dealer.
A former drug-running archaeologist turned professor.
A drug-running archaeologist.
Yeah.
Former drug-running. Now he's an archaeologist turned professor. So I don't know when he was doing all these things. A lot of lives on this guy. A lot of lives.
Yeah.
So I watched this movie. And we can talk about it a little bit later. But this one is one of those things where they just, like, to move the plot along, they seem to just introduce new things that he was doing.
Okay.
So it's like,
How much?
He's a master chef.
yeah.
How much Indiana Jones?
Not as much Indiana Jones as you would think.
Okay.
There's a great scene where, to know that he's an archaeologist, they're doing a dig.
Yeah.
Right. And normally when you're doing a dig, you're like kind of finding like bits and pieces of like pots and stuff.
Oh, and it's fine work.
It's very fine work, right? Yeah. And then every once in a while you find like almost a whole pot. He finds like a thing made of jade that's like this entire sarcophagus for a cat. the whole thing is both halves still together, opens it up, takes it apart, and then some dude just steps on another one like off to the side, and that's how he knows he's the bad guy.
No respect.
No respect for the jade. And that sets off an entire car chase, and then this movie, hands down, has the worst green screen I have seen in anything that I think I've ever watched. And that includes like student films.
Wow.
Nice.
There's a scene in this where they're flying in a plane and the plane keeps like going down towards the ground, and he's trying to get this guy to like confess. So he's like dive bombing towards the ground to get this guy to confess and then pulling the wheel back. and it just keeps zooming in on the ground.
Yeah.
There's an aerial shot that just keeps zooming in on the ground, but when he pulls back, it doesn't like swoop. It just zooms back out. it is so horrific.
That's not how any of this works.
There's a shot at one point where he's standing outside of a burning building, which is incredible, absolutely incredible, with the flames in front of him. Looks like a DVD menu from 2003 or whenever this is from. But my favorite one is there's a scene, I think it's the actual airplane scene. There are people looking up into the sky with binoculars, and the background is just photoshopped in like a screensaver on a computer. It's just the bluest sky you've ever seen, and two people looking up, and that's how you know, oh, he's up there flying around with a guy.
Oh, that's where it is.
Yeah, they're dive bombing.
Set.
Oh, he's dive bombing right now. Currently dive bombing.
I'm really starting to like this guy.
Me too.
All right, Bill, I apologize. You
That's
didn't
all
make
right.
it.
Oh,
You did a good job,
Feeling
though.
pretty good about it,
You
actually.
did an all right job. You were in the running.
Maybe next time we can do Hallmark movies.
That would be fun, although it's one of those things like, this is why Jesse can't play games with us anymore, because Jesse just will know too many. He's got a back catalog in his head. Your wife seems like one of the people that watches way too many Hallmark movies.
She doesn't watch Hallmark movies. Of all things, my father-in-law, who got into watching Hallmark movies because it was on.
Sure.
And we'd walk in, and all of a sudden I find myself sucked into one of these stupid stories where Lacey Chabert is moved to a new town and is divorced or
Finds
widowed.
the spirit of Christmas with the hardware.
Yeah, exactly.
The hardware man. With the
He would
bookstore
always
clerk.
watch. He would always
Or
watch
owner.
the Hallmark. It was the Christmas in July.
Oh, yeah.
And so when you come in the house, it'd be like, there it is again.
I mean, I understand it during Christmas, but during July, there are other things to watch. Baseball's on. Why didn't you just watch baseball?
It was that or Hogan's Heroes.
Speaking of baseball,
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched the whole f***ing game last night.
What time did it get done?
Actually, I watched it after the football game. It was like 10 o'clock. It was the start of the 10th inning. It went until maybe past 2 o'clock in the morning.
unbelievable.
It went 18 innings of no scoring
Yeah.
baseball.
Yeah.
Incredible bullpen work.
Yeah, the Hallmark movies are fun because you've got, it's always the same. It's just like the Seagal stuff, right?
Right.
Except they're like overworked, right?
And so the acting is that much worse because
Yes.
they know that, all right, is this the same script? It is.
It is. It is. Are we doing a different one? No, it's the same one.
You're not an attorney. You're a doctor this time.
You're a doctor this time.
Oh, okay.
But you've got a lot of busy work back home. You got to take care of that busy work.
Yeah. Am I going to the city or the country this time? Because it's like, which direction am I going?
Either way, it's the same small downtown square mall.
With the same storefront.
All right. This is the last one. Scott versus Gabe. All bets are off.
All right.
Scott, you get to go first because you are in the lead. And it is, once again,
In a world.
an undercover FBI agent infiltrates a high-tech prison to track down a death row inmate who holds the key to $200 million in gold. But when terrorists take over the prison, the only way out is through Seagal. 2002, starring Steven Seagal, Ja Rule, and Morris Chestnut. Half Past Dead.
No baby. I would know if Ja Rule was in a movie with Steven Seagal.
Over to Gabe.
That's a baby.
Gabe, you have just flopped your way to the win. 100%. That is a baby.
How is there a movie with Steven Seagal and Ja Rule and I've not seen it?
Not only is
That's a good question.
Not only is this movie about Steven Seagal and Ja Rule going to prison, the prison is on Alcatraz.
Of course. I initially thought you were just going to read the script to The Rock.
This movie is 100% just in response to The Rock. This is Ja Rule and Steven Seagal going to prison, and then the prison gets attacked by terrorists.
Well, because there's gold in there.
Well, that's where you store the gold.
in
Naturally,
Alcatraz.
I
You
mean.
obviously put it in Alcatraz. Why would you put it anywhere else? And at least in the trailer, they used a Ja Rule song, but I didn't have the time to like listen to see if he sings Half
About
Past
the
Dead.
movie?
I guarantee he has to at least say Half Past Dead, right?
At least once.
Has to.
Has to.
There's no way he doesn't.
Half past dead.
Do you know who Morris Chestnut is?
No, I was literally going to say, who the fuck is Morris Chestnut?
I think it's a black guy, which is the worst black guy name ever.
Yeah.
You got to change that. You
Yeah.
can get a stage name.
Yeah, you can't beat Chesterton.
No.
And if that is his stage name, his agent should be shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, well, and okay, you might be right. Maybe they were like, oh, no, you can't just be another Jackson. We're going to get you something unique. But Morris Chestnut,
I have to look him up.
that sounds
He was in Boys in the Hood.
that's like a Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Old Benedict Cumberbatch?
Benedict.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. He looks like he looks like a couple different black guys actually, but
Looks like all of them, as
no,
far as I know.
that's not what I'm saying.
I heard it.
It's definitely not what I'm saying. That was definitely not what I was saying. God, you guys are the worst.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
No, never mind. Now I'm digging a hole. The hole's been digged.
Dave's idol.
All right, Gabriel Johnson, you are the winner. Go ahead and say something to your fans.
Hello and congratulations.
And there it is, folks. Hello and congratulations has been had.
I knew I wasn't going to be able to know anything in this.
Yeah.
Because Steven Seagal could literally be in any of those movies.
Every
So I
last
just guessed
one of them.
baby every single time.
I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice.
Luckily, they both gave me baby in the last two.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with this game, it's more fun if more of them are baby than not baby. So you're absolutely ruining this game now, Gabe. But yes, absolutely, you have to have more babies than not babies, and then the way to do it is to find some clever twist. Let's throw some Nancy Brophy's in there.
Sure.
So you weren't on the episode with Nancy Brophy. Nancy
I missed out
Brophy,
on her, yeah.
every single one of hers is an ex-Navy SEAL, an ex-CIA, an ex-whatever, like every single one.
Yeah.
But she has a whole series called The Wrong. It's called The Wrong series. And so every one of them is about a woman that is in love with the wrong of something. The wrong ex-Marine, the wrong brother, the wrong cop.
Oh, God.
No wonder why she killed her husband.
I think that one was called I Killed My Husband.
Yeah, she wrote. Well, that was the thing was like she wrote and I think it was just an essay.
And it was like a how-to.
Yeah.
If I were to do it.
If I did it.
Yes.
It worked for OJ. Why wouldn't it work for me? Yes, but OJ did it after he was acquitted and could write that he wrote. Would you like to know how I did it? Here's if I did. This is how.
This is how I would have done it if I had. Wink.
But the one that I had on here that was the Heart, Hell on the Heart, that was book one of her next series. And then, this is 2013 or whatever. I believe there's only just the one book in that series, which I think is so funny because all of these Amazon writers, they all write book one of this world.
Oh, it's like first annual. There's never a first annual anything. There's inaugural. But don't call it a first annual. It drives me. That drives
It
me
happens all the time.
batty.
Yeah. It happens all the time.
I hate it.
All the time.
It's the first annual.
First annual. We'll see you next year. I do find Seagal fascinating now because he's barely acting. He was barely acting to begin with, but now he's barely acting. There's no change in inflection. There's no change in volume.
Oh, not necessarily. When he's talking to a black guy, he's really getting into that.
I'm unaware. I'm unaware, I guess. Everyone I've seen, he's talking to a Chinese guy. So
I think at one point he calls somebody essay.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
That's early. That's very early Seagal moves there. I think his first role, he's actually plays. I can't remember what his name was, but his first movie, which again is right in there with all of his naming conventions. But he plays, I believe, a Latino in that.
Okay.
If I can remember correctly, so many. Above the Law. His name is Nico Toscani. So maybe he's Italian.
It's Italian.
That sounds Italian. But yeah, what's funny is he's in a couple of movies that are not bad. Executive Decision, he's not the main guy, but that's a pretty decent movie. There's 6.5 on IMDb. That's a pretty good movie. It's a Kurt Russell movie, pretty good. Under Siege is actually a good movie.
Yeah.
Under Siege 2, we said that we did a whole episode on Under Siege 2. And it's a good movie until they run out of money. Like that's actually,
and you can tell where they run out of money.
Absolutely, 100%.
And it goes.
It falls off a cliff so fast.
Yeah.
And it goes from like, this is actually a pretty good movie to like, okay,
never mind.
Never mind. But then you hit into about the 2003 where we had the one that we didn't know of with Ja Rule here. So you get to 98, something called My Giant, which seems like a comedy, which is weird. He's in The Patriot, which I did not. Oh no, this is not the same. The Patriot.
I was literally just going to Google that one because I saw it on a list.
It's 1998. When was the other Patriot? How do you have two? Maybe it's not the same. I can tell you that right now because all I'm seeing is pictures of his face. This is every photo of the movie The Patriot on IMDb.
It's just his face with different lighting. Here's his face with red lighting. Here's his face with really bright white lighting.
The other Patriot was 2000.
Oh, wow, okay. Really? Oh, so this beat it? Oh, wow.
He's the original Patriot.
But that's like Mel Gibson, right?
Yeah. It's an okay movie.
That makes me feel achy.
So in 1983, he was an uncredited martial arts instructor in Never Say Never Again.
Oh, nice.
Accidentally broke Sean Connery's wrist during production.
You know, the principle is it's defense, so it's a pyramid, and I got a bit flash, and I did that, and he broke my wrist. Wow.
I mean, that goes without saying. He touched him.
Right.
Steven Seagal touches you, you're going down.
Got that Aikido.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That is, I think, my favorite part of going back and watching some of his films is I will admit that he's got his little hand moves, his little hand jive down. Yeah. You know, he's got his little slaps. He doesn't have, I wouldn't say he's got moves. I would say he can move his hands. That's all he does. But he always does the same thing. It's like slap, 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 slap. Slap, 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 slap. He grabs their wrist, then he twists their hand back, and then he's got them. Every time. Every single time.
You know, there's different moves.
There are different moves. The one I was just watching today, I don't remember what it was called, but I just put it on today, and my God, there's a scene in it where he hand slaps this guy, and then the building's on fire, and then the other guy leaves, and he just takes his sword and throws it at him from outside the window up on the second floor and just chops the guy's head off.
Nice.
Opens the safe, gets the stuff out, and then leaves. And they show a shot of him stepping directly next to the head in the puddle of blood. And that's supposed to be like, oh, look how badass he is. And I was like, I don't know. If I chop a guy's head off, the last thing I do is go anywhere near the body.
Yeah, I'm not getting blood footprints of
what do you mean I chopped his head off? I was up here on the second floor. He's down there.
He did it himself.
But I just love the stepping in the blood to show like, ooh, that's badass. No, that's stupidity.
It's also getting yourself implicated because
it's incriminating.
Now it's on your shoes. We followed you home.
Unbelievable.
In the movie The Patriot, before the movie starts, his wife is already dead.
Oh, yeah. Okay, do this. I want to do this. Hit up ChatGPT and everything. Okay, look up. I want to know how many films he's in. And then I want to know how many films his wife is either dead or dies in the film.
Well, according to a preliminary ChatGPT search, she is dead or dies, wife or girlfriend, in 7.
There's no way.
Right.
There's no way. I can think of 7 off the
in
top of my
year.
Head. Oh, because isn't that the plot to Hard to Kill?
He's in
yes,
59
his wife is
movies.
He's in 59 movies.
Yeah, from 88 through 19.
He hasn't made any in a while.
2019 is he's very overweight now though. In those last ones,
no wonder all he does is the hand moves now.
Oh man,
it's all I have anymore. Oof.
It's bad. I think it was End of a Gun that I was watching. I can't even remember. They're all the same.
Yeah, looks like there might be 3 more, but at this point, when you start asking follow-up questions to ChatGPT, that's when you just start getting nonsense.
Yeah.
That's when it starts making.
I was really pissed off today using ChatGPT for this game in that I gave it everything it needed, right? It's like, here's the movies I want, because I gave it all the titles that I wanted of the real ones. And then I said, here's the 2 Nancy Brophy books I want. I want you to make me one more fake one. It made me a fake one, and that was the pawn shop one. Or no. That was the firefighter one.
Okay.
And I was like, perfect, done, good to go. Now shuffle them and blah, 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 blah. And then it started doing the thing where it pulls things from way up above in like 14 conversations before.
Yeah.
So it started inserting fake action figures in there. And then it started inserting something else too. And I was just like, Jesus Christ. And then I was like, okay, stop. Give me a list of the things. And it gives you the list. And it's like, okay, that's the list I want you to use. Now shuffle these. But please make sure that you put 3 of the 2016s in a row. And then it shuffles them and it doesn't put 3 of them in a row. And that's when I set my own death by becoming an absolute asshole to the computers.
Listen here, you son of a bitch.
That's what happens. I go, what the fuck is wrong with you? Jesus. I think I said, holy Christ.
I always just nudge them. I'm like, are you sure that that's accurate?
I've tried being like direct in like, now, did you do 3 2016s in a row? No, I did not. What did I ask you to do? You asked me to do 3 in a row. Then why the fuck did you do 3 in a row?
Parenting tips.
Yeah. Like mine, because I spend so much time asking it like food or restaurant related questions.
It's going to bring that
and podcast stuff.
Yeah.
Like the other day you were in the restaurant
Yes.
talking about that comet that's coming in and people think it's aliens. And so I asked it, tell me all the things about this comet. And it said, here's what it is, here's what the composition, here's what people are thinking about it. And then at the very end, the list was, and here is how you can make it work for your restaurant or your podcast. It's like, what are you talking about?
You should try it. It's the Comet Pizza.
Oh, man. Unbelievable. All right. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up. Before we do, though, favorite Steven Seagal movie?
Under Siege 2. But I remember as a kid, and I have not seen it since I was like 8 years old, but we loved, or somebody in the family loved, and by extension I loved, Hard to Kill.
Okay, yep, there you go.
Hard to Kill.
Hard to Kill is Steven Seagal's version of Die Hard.
Right.
Yeah, and I like that one.
Even with the same name.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure his wife dies in the beginning of that one, though. I'm pretty sure that's what the entire plot of that movie is.
Wife murdered.
Yes, wife murdered.
What year was Hard to Kill?
It's pretty early.
90.
It's 80. Oh, really? I was going to say 89, so 90 sounds right.
Okay.
He is, I will say this about him. He's later than you would think. When you think Steven Seagal, I would have thought 83, 84. You know, you said like he's a stunt coordinator.
Yeah.
But his first role is 1988.
He was operating in a keto dojo in Japan for decades before that. Moved back to LA in the mid 80s.
Yeah, his
Hapkido?
Aikido.
Aikido.
It's
I think it's when you're unarmed and somebody else has a sword. This is how you defend
It's
yourself.
leaning on some other form of
so specific.
something.
I love the idea that his martial art is super specific. If this man has a knife, I have nothing I can do for you. However, if he has a sword,
The blade is longer than 11 inches.
Get inside, he'll do less damage.
he starts off pretty solid, actually. Above the law, hard to kill, marked for death, out for justice, under siege, on deadly ground, under siege 2, and then executive decision, and that's 96. And he had I take it back. He has 2 movies in 96, and then he was on an episode of Roseanne as himself. The one that he lost me in was Fire Down Below. That's the one, I believe, where he plays a Native American, or at least is at tune with the Native American culture. It's the same thing he's been doing with Japanese culture.
And Russian culture.
He could pass as Native American,
Yes.
Mexican,
Yes.
Japanese.
It is. That's a skill.
Yeah.
I will hand it to him. That is a skill. But that's the one where he finally lost me. Before that, I would have said I'll watch a Steven Seagal movie. And then after that one, I was like, you know what? I think we better figure out what this one's about. Oh, it's the same movie I've already seen 3 times. I think I'm going to pass.
I think he had trouble letting go of the 80s, 90s action genre. Right? Because it was big there for a long time. And he had Stallone and Schwarzenegger and all the guys doing all these things. And he wanted to. He got into some and then just never stopped when everybody else moved on.
Well, it looks like, because I haven't seen this one and I'm not even going to really dive into it, but there's that one that says My Giant, which, where did that go now? I want to see if that's a comedy, because that would, to me, would feel like something he would do.
Like he stepped out of
like
his comfort zone?
and then it didn't work.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the thing now is,
he saw Arnold Schwarzenegger do that with Danny DeVito, and he figured, I can do that.
Well, now he's got his own little production company, so he's teaming up with these, basically foreigners, these Chinese, I believe, is what most of it is, movie makers, and that's why all these are getting made. So there's just financing to make that movie.
I'm just waiting for him to do a Bollywood epic.
You know what?
He could absolutely play it in
yes,
Indian.
he could. Yeah, he just changed a
little more spray tan.
Yeah, all you have to do with him is just change, because it's always going to be black.
Right.
But if he wears just a slightly different style of black.
Right.
With Zubas. And give him a dot, let him go.
I think, because one of the big things that people always talk about is Steven Seagal running. And craziness. And shout out to the Hawk Swoosh himself. Robbie Peterson, out of the blue, sent me a message on Instagram. He just says, here, I thought you would like this. And it's just a clip of just Steven Seagal running. And it was just as funny as every other time I've ever watched Steven Seagal. But I think he's become aware that people are laughing at him over his running. So now he just doesn't move.
Yeah. Now he sits.
He stopped running even in his spare time.
All right. I love it. I'm going to go for mine. I like Executive Decision, but that's really not a Steven Seagal movie. I'm going to go with the very first Under Siege. I do think that is a good movie. I enjoy that movie. It's well done. It's Die Hard on a boat, but it's one of the few movies where Tommy Lee Jones acting like a complete moron is acceptable to me. Tommy Lee Jones is so over the top in every third movie that he does.
So fucking good.
I love it.
You love him. He's either stoic or just bat crazy. There's the only 2 roles that he has.
I don't care.
But this is the version where he's bat crazy that I enjoy. Oh, My Giant is a Billy Crystal movie.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
What the wide world of
What
sports.
is happening?
Yeah, Seagal's not even in the synopsis.
He's not even what does he play? He's not
He
even,
plays a character named Ele Mesmo.
He is not. Where are we on the list? He's not even in the
buried. He
list.
must be
He's not even important enough for his last name to be capitalized.
I remember that movie. Yeah, George Mirasan as the giant. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's the basketball guy.
Yeah.
Oh God, this reminds me.
Glad we had that moment.
This was almost a question
Oh?
on our list.
Yeah? Which one?
The movie, The China Salesman.
Oh.
Steven Seagal's name is spelt wrong on screen in the opening credits.
Nice.
Intentionally, maybe?
Most certainly not intentionally.
No, it has to be a mistake.
But if you had to guess in a movie called The China Salesman, in which Steven Seagal's name is spelt wrong, who the other actor on the poster is, who would you guess?
I can't guess. I'm looking right at it.
I thought you were going to ask which letter they got wrong, and I was going to say they switched the L to an R.
That's better. That's what we'll just end with that. That's way better. That is way better. Oh God, Gabe, you are the worst. Because of that, though, his name, he has to be credited. So it's Steven Seagal as Steven Seagal without. So it's his name is Seagal, but they spelt it Segal. But when you do that, so now in the credits, he is credited in that movie wrong. So his credit in that he is Steven Seagal as Steven Seagal spelt wrong.
I may have been a bad boy and done it.
All right, folks, let's go ahead and get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Thank you to the Boutros.
Yes.
Thank you to Gabriel Johnson.
Thank you, Dave.
And thank you to Bill.
It's a pleasure.
We'll talk just in a minute after the drop about, because you're looking around at the.
I'm trying to
the
figure out
studio
what I'm
here.
going to take as a memento.
Yeah, well, you can't take anything.
And klepto.
But thank you, Bill. Are you going to come back to the new studio?
I can't wait to see the new studio.
All right, I'm excited for that as well. So
When you tell me where it's at.
we'll get there. Okay. And with that, we're done. Okay. Actually, it's funny you say you want a memento. We were looking at tearing everything down. So, okay, spoiler alert. We are moving into our new studio. We are, for those of you that are listeners, because the viewers won't see this on YouTube until after it's done. So what the hell does it matter? We are moving into Play and Trade.
Oh.
So we have partnered with Play and Trade. We are going to be sponsored by Play and Trade, and then we are also going to be located in Play and Trade.
Now they have a new location too, don't
So they are located in Brainerd, right under the new water tower. But our content will change just slightly in that I think we will start to do a little bit more content on old toys and stuff like that.
Cool.
It's something we wanted to do, and then over the last handful of years, we've just gotten so movie specific because that's what people have been feeding us with.
Sure.
This is going to change a little bit of that stuff, but not by much. And Jesse's not going to be on every single episode. Jesse will be on some of the episodes. I don't think Jesse wants to be on the news episodes. I think he's pretty much established that because they are wildly inappropriate. But yeah, it's actually the fun thing about this is we just realized in getting prepared to take this down, that wall that's right there is actually a wall from our initial studio, the Sweat Lodge.
Oh, wow.
So that will be coming. Yeah, that will be coming with us. So that thing has been with us since the very beginning, since episode 1, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's just a wall,
Right.
that we take down and move to our new locations. It hasn't been used every single time, but I was thinking about that. So we had the Sweat Lodge, and then we had the where it was just in my apartment. Yep. Then we had the penalty box. And then we moved to the last one. I don't even know if we did. We have a name for that one?
The basement.
The basement. Then we were in the basement. Well, that was when we were downtown. So what is this? The fifth? This is our fifth move? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is our fifth spot. No, this will be our sixth spot.
This will be Play and Trade will be the 6th.
Yeah, this will be our sixth spot. So funny that it's sweaty as hell in here because when we started, we called it the Sweat Lodge because it was so hot in that place.
Yeah.
Because it was a 6 foot by 6 foot room.
Right. It was 3 walls that size
Yep.
up against the
In a corner. Yeah. So yeah, think about that.
We
So
get 5 people in there.
So that's probably 8 feet at the most. So 8 by 8 by 8 was what we did. And in order to get into that studio, we had to pick up the desk and turn it to get the last person in, and then turn it back. So once we were in, we were like locked in. It was like a roller coaster. You're just locked into a sweaty spot. So. But kind of fun. I kind of like it. It. I don't want to spend too much time because this is the outro, but I've been doing a lot of soul searching over the last handful of weeks. Partially because my daughter's having a baby, so I'm going to be a grandfather. Yeah. I
never put those two together. I was like, oh, Izzy's having a kid. But no, you're a grandpa.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
That was the first thing I said.
Grandpa Dave.
In April, I'm going to be a grandpa.
I'm going to make sure her kids call you Grandpa David.
Don't know you are not. No, you are not. Mayor Grandpa. That's what we'll go with. But then we got married, which has been a long time coming, Callie and I. And then, just like with
what a party
with moving. Yeah. Yeah, everyone at this table was invited to that, a very small party. But
It was a good party.
Bill was invited to work.
Well, Bill got paid. Got paid. You guys didn't get paid. But I just want to say, like,
That is true.
I offered to help Bill clean up after everything was over. And then eventually I just decided I am way too drunk for this, and I just left. So if you're wondering where I went,
I was wondering, you're okay, obviously you're here. So
Scott was very drunk.
that's great.
Scott was very drunk.
trying to unscrew something. Was like, you know what? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm out of here.
Maybe it's
go,
safer.
folks.
I don't want you to hurt yourself.
It's time to go. But no, this is kind of cool. And I'm glad that we've been doing this as long as we have. And I'm excited for where things are going in the future. But I'm going to say this, and we don't do this very often, but this is a call to our listeners and specifically to our viewers and to our social media. We are now at a point where we're taking a next step in this journey, and we do this because we love it. And I would not do it if I didn't enjoy it.
Right.
It is a shitload of work. I will say that. It is a shitload of work. And now I'm going to be a grandfather. Now I'm married. Like, my life is in like a weird spot where I'm like carving out where I want to be in the future. And this has its place in that. But we are taking the next step. And what we have never really done is ask our listeners and our viewers to help us out with sharing the stuff, specifically liking the videos, commenting on the videos, and sharing them.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
And give us 5 stars.
But share.
I hate
the maximum number of stars your platform has.
I hate that everyone does that, but we really are at the point now where it's like, okay, if we're going to take this where it's going to go, please, because all of these algorithms are very similar in that when you do that, it's amazing what it does. So I'm not going to give those ploys all the time. I'm not going to say them all the time, but this is the perfect opportunity to do it. Like, comment, subscribe, share. But more than anything, just push us out to everybody, because when we make this move, we're really buying into a long-term type of thing. And by doing that, I want to make sure that we're putting our best foot forward. So
He needs to monetize it.
we're making money, folks. I'll come out and say it.
He desperately needs to monetize it.
We are making more than we are spending for the first time in the podcast.
His wife says, "Dear God, have you monetized that hobby of yours yet?"
You know what's funny about the bill? And now we're going way too long. I refuse to monetize it for the longest time. You guys know that. I refuse to do it because it changes the way that you view it. Then you start going after the carrot. I don't want to go after the carrot. I'm an artist. I want to make good stuff. But my goal in all of this is to create the best version of this that we can create. So in order to do that, we need a little bit of help.
There you go.
So there you go, Bill.
Please help us monetize it.
Subscribe to our Patreon too.
God damn it. I want 10,000 subscribers. That's what I want. Let's go.
Fucking thing sucks!